During the introduction phase of the class will start off by watching a short video on pollution. After having watched the video, the learners will be asked questions about the video. What is happening in the video? Does the fish look happy or sad? Do you think that dumping plastic and other harmful things in the water is hurting the fish in their home? Continuing the introduction, during this part of the lesson, we will switch to looking at the different kinds of pollution. The learners will then be asked to identify for themselves the 4 different types of pollution. We have noise pollution, air pollution, land pollution, and water pollution. The teacher will also list some of the effects each type of pollution has on us and the environment. Noise hurts our ears and scares our animals. Air pollution makes our air unbreathable. Land pollution makes the ground dirty and infertile. And water pollution makes our water undrinkable and unlivable for fish and other water creatures.
During the lesson, the learners would be required to fill in a worksheet, and the instructions would include: list the examples of name of different types of pollution, 5 examples of pollution, 5 examples of how to reduce pollution, 5 reasons why pollution is bad, match the columns types of pollution to the corresponding image.
During the course of the lesson, the effects of pollution will be discussed with the learners. The learners will be asked several questions on the topic, such as: would you drink the glass of water on the left? Would you drink the glass of water on the right? Why would you not drink the glass of water on the right? What are the dangers of drinking the water on the right? How would water like this affect the environment, the animals, as well as human beings? Afterwards, the class will go outside to find examples of items that can cause pollution.
As part of the development of the lesson, questions can be asked to interact with the students. For example, when we breathe air pollution like smoke, do our bodies feel happy? What happens when we leave broken glass on the ground? What do you think happens to straws we drink from? How can throwing plastic in water hurt animals? Is all the waste we throw away decomposable? Is it important to pay attention to recycling? Why do we need to take care of the planet we live on?
The learners will at this point be asked to name examples of pollution they have seen in other places, like plastic bags, plastic bottles, plastic containers, wrappers, broken glass, cardboard boxes, cigarette butts, etc., lying next to or on the road. There's also a lot of trash in our rivers and dams. There's even pollution in our air caused by smoke from fires and emissions from factories and car exhausts. Each learner will be asked to pick up pieces of litter to clean up the environment, and learners will also be divided into groups to make recycling bin labels that will be placed on trash cans in the community to promote recycling.
Alright guys, so if you remember at the beginning of the lesson today, we showed you a whole lot of pictures of the different types of pollution that you get out there. Now I want you to tell me the different types of pollution and then the effect that they have on the environment. And then on top of that, I want you to tell me how we can lessen pollution on the world, on the environment. Alright? Because remember, we need to keep the world intact for the people who come after us. It's very important that we have an environment for the people who come after us.
In the consolidation part of the lesson, you want to recap what the students have learned. You can ask them questions on the session, as in: can you describe the effects of pollution? Name items that causes pollution. Name ways we can reduce pollution. And you can ask them anything else you have learned to check for knowledge and understanding throughout the session.